Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will try to explain how to make a small pearl bag in detail as much as I can. My pearls are 8mm. It looks better with 6mm pearls. The fishing line is 0.35 and does not stretch. Before starting my video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, like and comment. First, I took some fishing line. I folded the fishing line in half, equalizing both ends, and put 4 beads on it. I will pass the fishing line on the opposite side through the last of the 4 beads I have attached. We will have a square like this, and one of the fishing lines is on one side, the other one is on the other side. We are on the front bead. I put one bead on each side and pull the third bead by passing the fishing lines across each other like this. This will be our second row. I will do the same process again in the third row. By the way, we will do it tightly. Friends, let's be careful about this. Again, I put one bead on one side and one bead on the other side. Then I pass the third bead through both fishing lines and put them on opposite sides. This is my third row. I did the same for the fourth row. To keep the pearls strong and tight, I will tie the fishing line from the side like this. After tightening it well, I tied one knot on this side and I will tie one knot on this side. Let me show you how to throw. We are going in between. I pass the fishing line through this circle that was formed. I am not including this fishing line. I threw it to this side. I created a knot. I will continue by tying knots occasionally to keep it tight and not to move. Let me say this. This is the width of our bag. We made 4 rows. We will do the 5th row while turning. So if you want to do 6 rows here, you need to do 5 rows and do the 6th row while turning. We will make 5 rows. We were putting a bead on one side and a bead on the other side. Now we're going to move upwards like this. I will put the 3 beads on the bottom fishing line. I will pass the other fishing line through the last bead I put on, so that they are opposite each other like this. It was always on this bead while going in order. Now it's on the bead above. As you can see, I put 3 more beads on the fishing line that is outside. And I pass the fishing line on the other side through the third bead and pull it. Now I'm going to take the remaining fishing line to the bead in front. I moved on to the bead in front. I will go up and put 2 beads on the fishing line and I will pass the other fishing line through the second bead I put on and pull it. This is how we will progress upwards, my friends. I will take the remaining line below to the bead in front. I will move upwards and attach 2 beads to the line. I will pass the other fishing line through the second bead I put on. This way we will go up, friends. When we see 4 beads side by side like this, we understand that we will return. Let's memorize this turn, friends. Our next turns will be like this. We put 3 beads on the fishing line. On the side we will turn. Here we will put 2 beads first. I pass the other fishing line through the second bead we attached. And pulled it. I put 3 beads on the fishing line on the side. I will return to friends. I pass the other fishing line through the third bead like this. What did we do? While turning, we put 2 beads on the fishing line. On the side we were going to turn. We passed both of our fishing lines together from the second bead. Then we put 3 beads on. We passed both fishing lines from the third bead and we turned. Our turns will be like this. I'll connect from time to time, friends. As you can see, we made 9 rows. Friends, point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At the end of the 9th row, there were 4 beads left. We will not turn here. We will finish now. I will attach 2 more beads to the fishing line that we will return to. I pass the other fishing line through the 2 beads I put on. Pull it. And our rows are over. We'll tie it here. I'll do it like this. Guys, I'll bring the fishing line next to the fishing line and tie it. I wrapped the fishing line around it and passed it to the other side. I moved to the one in front of it. So it was there. I took these 2 beads. Let me take this one down here. I'll merge it in the corner. So friends, bring them together and connect them. I quickly tied it a few times. I passed the fishing line through the other beads and hide it. If you can't trust it to be solid, we can tie another knot here too. I take the fishing line, hide the knot and cut it off. We fold our bag in half like this. 4 on this side, 4 on this side, leaving a row of beads at the bottom. I folded it so that the mouth part matches. Now I'm going to make one of the side parts and put it together. You can do the other side by looking at it the same way. I pass the fishing line through the middle bead on the edge. Equalize the ends again. I took the fishing line on this side from that bead. And the fishing line on this side from the bead on the other side. I attach the fishing line to the bead at the end. I attach the fishing line on this side to the first bead above, and the fishing line on this side to the first bead on this side. I continue. I put on one bead. I pass the other fishing line across. And pull. We're going to pass the fishing line up through the beads here again. I took both sides, put another bead, passed it across. Look, we have attached our second bead. We continue in this way. And I'll show you like this. We put on our last bead and join this edge like this. I will tie the fishing lines together again. First I go back. I passed it through the middle bead. I took the above fishing line next to the other fishing line the same way. I tied it a few times. I pass the fishing line through the other beads and loose it. Now friends, this is what we did. Let's do the same for the other side. Let's not break the fishing line. We will do the handle part. So leave the fishing line on the other side. On the other side, I will tie the knots I made when making the bag on the sides. Now we will make the handle part. I put 10 beads for the handle part. I put it on 2 fishing lines at once, together. Let me show you like this. Now I'm going to connect this to the bead on the opposite side. I'm going to pass the fishing line through these beads again. One to one side, one to the other side. And I'm pulling. I made the necessary adjustments with my hand to keep it upright. And here again we will use neighboring beads to connect, to bring our fishing lines together. Let me explain the process I did. The fishing lines were there. I had attached one to one side and one to the other. I passed through the neighboring beads again and brought them together. I pull like this so my handle stays strong. We're gonna tie it tight here. I'm squeezing it tight. I look at it like this. Yes, it's nice. I immediately tied my knot. I will hide the fishing line. I took one up and cut it. That's all the making of our mini bag, friends. It takes exactly 122 beads to make. Let me show you from right to left, so you can put any gift you want inside. You can give these products as gifts on special occasions or sell them and earn money. I am waiting for your comments and questions, if any. Please don't forget to like my video, turn on notifications and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!